Hello, today I'm going to talk about sensitivity labels and sublabels. For the detailed explanation and use cases of the sublabels, stay tuned for the upcoming video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to convert labels to sublabels. But why would we want to convert labels to sublabels? Why wouldn't we want to create them from scratch? Well, here is a scenario. You already have a legal and the RD labels, but now your organization has decided that this should be sublabels of the newly created highly confidential label. Once these labels are created, there is no way you can modify them to become sublabels. You can only create a sublabel and assign it to a parent label when you are creating it. To quickly demonstrate it, select a label and the Create Label option changes to Create Sublabel option. Click on it. As you can see, the parent label is assigned and you have an option to create a brand new sublabel. However, there is no option to assign a label to a parent label. I'm going to show you how to accomplish this with PowerShell. Import the ExchangeOnlineManagement module, then connect to Microsoft Purview. Get our sensitivity labels. Let's start with the label that's going to be a parent to the sublabels. Then we're going to get the R&D label, and the last label we're going to retrieve is a legal label. Next, extract the immutable ID of each label. Here is the immutable ID for the R&D label, and here is an ID for the legal label. And finally, an ID for the highly confidential label. Here is the command, set label with a ParentId parameter. It will assign the label with this identity to a parent label, and we will need the immutable ID of the parent label. This command effectively makes the label a sublabel of a parent label. We run this command for the R&D label, and now let's run this command for the legal label. The effect of these commands is immediate. Let's take a look at the results. I'm going to retrieve all labels and the following properties: name, immutable ID, parent ID. As you can see, our R&D and legal labels both have a GUID in the parent ID column. This means that they are both sublabels now. The parent ID shows that the parent is highly confidential label. I'm going to switch to the sensitivity labels in Microsoft Purview. These changes will not appear until you refresh your browser, so let's do that. And here you are. You can see that the highly confidential label now has an icon that shows that it has nested labels. Click on it to expand. Here are our labels nested below. As you can see, the R&D and legal labels are now sublabels, and highly confidential is a parent label. After the labels were published to SharePoint, we can go to the document properties and take a look at the available sensitivity labels. And here is how sublabels are presented to the end user. I'm also going to quickly show sublabels in the Word document, and here they are. Let's take a look at the PowerShell again. If you made a mistake or simply do not want to use sublabels, you can use the following command: set label identity and then set parent ID to a null value. Let's run this command for both sublabels. And let's see the results. As you can see, there are no longer parent ID for either of these labels. The value is empty for both. Let's go back to the Microsoft Purview portal. These changes are immediate, but if you can still see sublabels, you simply need to refresh your browser. And after the page is loaded again, you can see that these labels are no longer nested. I will include PowerShell commands in the description below. Thanks for watching.